Hello, my name is Rich Aguilera, and welcome to the Big Three. Whoa, that was close. I'm glad you're here for our investigation. Actually, you're right on time, because just a few moments ago, we got our new assignment. Let's read it together. Rich, did God really create the entire universe? It's pretty big. Wow, good question. The universe sure is a big place. It's huge, it's gargantuan, it's ginormous. Is that a word? It should be. It sure would be neat to travel around the universe, wouldn't it? I just can't imagine what it would be like to be somewhere without gravity. Do you know what gravity is? Gravity is what pulls us down to Earth so that we don't float away into space. It's like this ball here. If I toss this ball into the air, you know what's gonna happen. Gravity is gonna push it back down to Earth. If our planet was bigger, we'd have even more gravity, making this ball super heavy. It's a good thing we have gravity, because if not, everything would just float around, including you. Have you ever stopped to take a good look at the moon?
The moon looks like it's just floating there, but it's actually traveling around the Earth going over 2,000 miles per hour.
Whoa, that's fast! Slow down, moon, what's the hurry? Did you know there's no air on the moon? That's because there's not enough gravity and the air just floats away. That's pretty strange. Hey, let's go somewhere where we can pretend like there's no gravity. Come on.
Check it out, no gravity. Not really. There's a giant fan under me pushing me away from the Earth.
The moon is smaller than Earth, so there's less gravity on the moon. If here you weigh 100 pounds, on the moon you would only weigh 16 pounds. In deep space, you would weigh nothing. You would just float. You know, it's hard to imagine just how big the universe is. There's so many stars in the sky. God sure is amazing. Even though he created such a big universe, he loves you so much that he even knows how many hairs are on your head. That's cool. Some people have tried to estimate how many stars are in the sky. It's a pretty huge number. It's like a 1 with 23 zeros behind it. It's hard to understand such a big number. You know what? I have an idea. I know where we can go so that we can understand how big that number is.
This is a sand dune. I came here because this is a great place to see a large number of grains of sand.
Thanks, Ben. That was awesome. Hey, let's head to the beach. Wow, what an amazing view. Sand is so tiny, and there's so much of it. You know what? I did some math to compare grains of sand to stars in the universe. Let's pretend that each grain of sand here is one star. That means that I have about 5 million grains of sand in my hand. Wow. Let's start adding stars to our universe. So with every scoop, I'm adding about 5 million stars to the universe. 30 million, 35 million, 40 million, 45 million, 50 million. Do you know how long I would have to do this to get to that number, the 1 with 23 zeros behind it? I would have to do this non-stop for 14 million years. That's a long time. That's a lot of sand. That's a lot of stars. You know, some people think that the universe created itself. Isn't that a strange idea? I've never heard of anything creating itself. That's just not very scientific. I trust the Bible, and the Bible tells us that in the beginning, God created the universe. He also created you. That's awesome. All right, investigators, it's time to review the big three. Whoa, crazy. Let's see how much you remember about our investigation. And if you know the answer, shout it out. Ready? Number one. What is preventing me from just floating away right now? Is it 1, your breakfast? Or is it 2, a giant fan? Or is it 3, gravity? That's right, it's 3, gravity. All right, let's take a look at number 2. If on Earth you weigh 100 pounds, how much would you weigh on the moon? Would it be number 1, 16 pounds, or number 2, 74 pounds, or number 3, 130 pounds? That's right, number 1, 16 pounds. There's not much gravity up there. You guys are awesome. Ready for number 3? How was the universe created? Did it, number 1, create itself? Or number 2, did God create it? Or number 3, did it get bought at a store? That's right, number 2, God created it. Good job, investigators. I love knowing how everything started. The Bible clearly says that in the beginning, God created this big universe. You guys are terrific investigators. I'm so glad you're here to help me with the big three. Whoa! Oh, I think that sign's out to get me.